What advice would you guys give to someone setting up shop for the first time?
How long you got?
The one thing the one thing I first said was the things that you really want, go ahead and do them before you start. Before you start working in there, go ahead and get it done, or it's not going to get done. It won't get done once you start working. It will not. And then my other thing is get the things that you're adamant about done, and then just get to work and figure out your workflow. Because this, since I did that and I started making this into a woodworking shop, it's never stopped. Just because you want to make it better or whatever, you think that you have a good idea of how everything's going to be and where you want everything, where you want the electricity, but until you get the machines in here and you start doing your workflow, you don't really know how you're going to do it. So I guess my advice is just get it in, get it set up, and start working, and then you can figure it out on the fly after that.
I would add and say maybe not make things so permanent when you do it initially. That way you leave room for adjusting, changing, because it's going to happen. I ran into the problems in my old shop where you think, oh, this is the perfect setup, and it could be a month or so, and then you're tearing it all apart and redoing it. And when you make it real permanent, you're having to go through a whole lot of things to change, you know. So that would be one suggestion, is get yourself set up and leave it somewhat semi-permanent, I guess you could say, or where it can be adjusted and moved easily, because it's going to happen. It's never gonna. I haven't where I could say it's been like I'm done. It's always going to change. You're always going to find ways to do it. You know. So.
Yeah.
I would say make it bigger than you think you need. Because you're always going to want more space.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of the second things I did in mine was I built storage. And so I knew I didn't want stuff I'm not going to use every single day. Stuff I'm going to, once a month. It may just be extra stuff, because I built a mezzanine up above just to store stuff. Then it was completely out of my way. So I built for storage first, so I could get stuff out of my way, so I could actually work on stuff that I was trying to get my shop built for. So,
so
go ahead.
Go on, Matt.
No,
I was going to say that obviously it all depends on different workshop sizes and things like that. Obviously, people in the UK, there's often a bit of workshop envy when it comes to people in the USA. We often see that quite a lot. But I mean, you get a lot of wall space, and even floor space is very precious to a lot of times. So I guess my weekly quick tip of the week is make stuff modular. And another, I guess, quick tip of the week is, if you're going to make stuff modular, then don't cheap out on cheap casters. Go for decent ones, because you ain't moving stuff on small cheap wheels. They will break.
This is true.